It's time now for a look at least in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Commissioners met Thursday for their monthly meeting. We'll have more from the meeting next week on our local news, but a major story from last night's meeting, more issues with District Attorney Keith Higgins, who's moved all his assistant DAs from the Wayne County office and other county offices to his Glenn County office, which County Attorney Andy Beaver stated Thursday that dating back to when Glenn Thomas Jr. was the DA here in Wayne County. Wayne County's always had an assistant DA or two located at the Wayne County office. Commissioners at their September 23rd call meeting to discuss the DA's office thought they were on the same page with DA Higgins, as County Administrator Paul Andrade even recommended that the county pay for a third attorney position for the DA's office. But Administrator Paul Andrade has withdrawn that recommendation, and here he was explaining Thursday to the commissioners and the Wayne County citizens why he's withdrawn that offer.
Know that I'm going to withdraw that recommendation on the third attorney. I had, as just a little bit of a historical reminder, I know the board knows, but for the citizens as well. On the September 23rd call meeting that we had, the day after that, on the 24th, I sent DA Higgins a letter explaining the motions that took place on the 23rd. He responded with, "That sounds like good news." On the 26th, I got a text from him stating that he appreciates the commissioner's willingness to pay the state supplements for the two state paid attorneys, but that he had found alternate funding sources for that, and that he needed more flexibility in that position so that he wouldn't need for the county to pay for those state paid supplements. And so then this past, I guess not yesterday, but Wednesday before that, on October 9th, I received a phone call from him, and he had stated that he had pulled all the attorneys out of the Wayne County office and moved them to the Brunswick office. And so I talked to him about it and asked him, or reminded him that I was trying to get the third attorney funded for that office. He said that now if we were going to fund that position, and I got the numbers on the board, we would have to, initially going back to the 23rd, the current third attorney that was in the office was receiving a salary of $60,000, benefits were $17,206, so we would have basically paid for that position with $77,000. He's now saying that we have to fund two positions at the top pay scale that the state sets, which is $102,000, $660. Benefits are $28,793, then plus a $10,000 supplement. We're talking about $141,453 for just one ADA. Now, he did say that it wasn't that he would spend that amount, but we would have to budget that amount in order for him to have the flexibility to hire someone. So, due to the fact that, at least from the limited news that we've gotten out of this whole situation, it appears that what got him into the situation was spending too much money on attorneys and other things. So I can't find it wise to recommend to y'all for a third attorney to try to fund two of them at that pay scale and then expect that he's going to find an attorney for less than that.
And once again, those comments of Paul Andrade withdrawing his recommendation to fund a third position with the DA's office here in Wayne County. Commissioner Jamie Hickox called the DA's actions and new request from the county simply a bully tactic, and she had these comments at Thursday's meeting.
We all just went through an election cycle where the district attorney was on it. At no point in time did the district attorney say that he's $900,000 short and he can't pay his employees. That didn't come out till after the election was over. The one job, there's a lot of arguable jobs that this Diaz does. The one thing they cannot move away from is money. At the end of the day, when things go wrong with government money on the local level, the buck stops right here. So when this board had a very long meeting on that budget for that money and requested, I don't know that audit was, I don't know if we requested an audit, but we certainly talked about requesting an audit. Yes, so how we got from October 24th to
September 24th.
September 24th to thank you very much, to you either do it my way or else, because that's where we're at. That's where we're at. You do it my way, or I'll take all of your ADAs away. That's the way it is. You will do it my way, and how dare you ask a question of a former employee of the district attorney's office. So here's my suggestion. I don't respond well to a bully. That is what this is. So when I read the newspaper today, which I don't do very often, I walked this morning, went to get a protein drink, and that headline jumped out at me, and I was in utter shock. So I had two options. I can get on the phone, make phone calls, or turn on Facebook Live. And I thought, well, for once, let me try a different approach. Because some people say I'm harsh. So I got on the phone and made phone calls at the state level. And I'm like, hold on a minute. So we do have options. Twice in the last 5 years, the legislature, the state legislature, has voted to split judicial circuits. The threshold has been about a population of 200,000. They've done it in Columbus and they've done it in Coweta.
And once again, that part of the discussion, that's where the commissioners are headed. Hickox and the commission on Thursday have decided to explore the option of creating a new circuit, excluding Glenn and Camden, and focusing on Wayne, Jeff Davis, and Appling, possibly including Long or Liberty. County Attorney Andy Beaver says such a move has to be approved at the state level, so he suggested to start the conversations with the other counties and with their state representatives and get them on board. In the meantime, D.A. Higgins' new term begins January 1st of 2025. Chairman Mike Gordon last night motioned that beginning in January of 2025, the county stopped paying the district attorney a supplement that they currently pay him $8,400 a month. County commissioners can't stop funding this supplement during his term, but his new term begins in January of 2025, as he was just recently reelected. And County Attorney Andy Beaver told the board that they are well within their right to not fund the supplement to the district attorney. So again, that'll begin in January of 2025. They'll withdraw that $8,400 a month supplement to the DA. Also, the board went ahead and motioned that they want an audit from the district attorney's office. They're giving Higgins 30 days to provide that audit to the county commissioners. But Paul Andrade says don't get excited because Glenn County Commissioners made the same request, but they've seen nothing from the DA, who owes Glenn County close to $1 million in unreimbursed funds. And WIFO film continue to follow the story as it develops, but currently there are no assistant DA stationed here in Wayne County. Again, for the first time anyone can remember that ever happening under an elected district attorney in the Brunswick Judicial Circuit, which includes Wayne, Appling, Jeff Davis, Glenn, and Camden County. Commissioners looking again now to possibly start a new circuit, again excluding Glenn and Camden County. Attorney Andy Beaver says it makes sense geographically, as he pointed out, to drive from Camden County to Jeff Davis is approximately 2 hours. But once again, in order to do that, they have to reach out to the other counties, get them on board, and also have to have the approval of the state, and they'll have to talk to their state representatives in order for it's going to do that up in the state legislature when they convene in January. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, Georgia State Patrol is investigating a fatal traffic crash that occurred on Monday, October 14th on Maxwell Road near the 100 block in Odom, Georgia. According to the Georgia State Patrol, the driver of the vehicle, 78-year-old Judith Brenner of Jesup, was traveling west on Maxwell Road in a side-by-side and struck a ditch. The side-by-side was traveling west on Maxwell Road when it left the roadway, hit a ditch, and the side-by-side flipped over on its side, and the driver fell out of the vehicle, and the vehicle landed on the driver. Life-saving procedures were attempted but were unsuccessful. The rescue was called in to assist the removal of the occupants, and they were carried to Wayne Memorial Hospital by Wayne EMS, and the accident is still under investigation by the Georgia State Patrol. Early voting underway for the general election set for Tuesday, November 5th, and here in Wayne County, early voting today and Saturday, and for the next 2 weeks at the election building located at 306 East Pine Street. The time on Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and this Saturday will be early voting. That takes place Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Thursday, another 746 registered voters cast their ballots, bringing the 3-day total in Wayne County to 2,500. 547 people who have voted already. There is a contested county commissioners race in District 5 between Randy Franks and Princess Dial. Both appeared on the world-famous Butch and Bob show this week. You can go back and listen to those interviews in case you missed them. Princess Dial appeared on Tuesday's show. Randy Franks joined us yesterday on the show. Once again, early voting runs up until November 1st, with the election day set for Tuesday, November the 5th. This is homecoming night at JC Stadium, and at halftime of the game, the 2024 homecoming queen her court will be crowned. You can hear that live tonight right here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5 during the football game. These are the young ladies in the homecoming court: April Beasley, Larson Chan, Maya Frazier, Vanna Lamb, Jada Dent, Cadence McIntyre, Adeline O'Neill, Addie Williams, Brinsley Williamson, Caden Sellers, Zatavia Wingard, Gracie Velosin, Aria Woodcock, Tristan Yawn, Zaria Wright. Again, those are the young ladies in the homecoming court at Wayne County High School. The queen will be crowned this evening. Great crowd on hand yesterday for Thursday's parade in downtown Jesup. Once again, we'll have the announcement of the crowning of the queen tonight right here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5 FM. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final news to news this Saturday. The Wayne County Board of Tourism hosting the Jesup Train Day Festival. It begins tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., runs up until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. All takes place at the Jesup Train Depot area in downtown Jesup. It's a family-friendly event celebrating the rich history of the trains in our community with a variety of activities, including model trains, local train history displays in the depot community room, children's play area in the depot parking lot, and a trackless train ride around the depot area. Added this year will be a children's story with Edna Ruth Williamson at 10:30 in the morning, and Ask Andy the Engineer questions at 1:30 in the afternoon. Train watchers can view train traffic from any of the 3 railfan platforms found in the depot area. If you need more information before tomorrow morning, call the Wayne County Board of Tourism office today, 912-427-3233. And that's the Jesup Train Day Festival, all set for tomorrow morning, beginning at 10 a.m. in downtown Jesup. Also, tomorrow is the beginning of the Big Buck Jamboree, sponsored by the Wayne County Board of Tourism. This runs for 9 days up until October 27th, as hunters can hunt anywhere in Wayne County or any county that borders Wayne County. Registration $50. It's available online or at the Tourism Board office today. That number again, 912-427-3233. A $5,000 first place guaranteed prize for this contest, with the remainder of the payouts based on the number of entries into the event. The Big Buck Banquet is going to be held on November 2nd at 6:30 p.m. under the chandelier. Once again, to sign up and register for the Big Buck Jamboree, call the Tourism Board office at 912-427-3233. And a reminder that contest begins tomorrow. Coming up on Monday, October 21st, a community-wide blood drive at Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. The time from 1 to 6 p.m., sponsored by the Jesup Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. As you please visit redcrossblood.org and enter Jesup to schedule an appointment. Once again, the date Monday, October 21st, 1 to 6 at Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. And on Tuesday of next week, the City of Jesup Wayne Memorial celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They've got the pinking of the fountain taking place at 12 noon. Program will begin inside the Jesup Depot Community Room with refreshments. Mayor Ralph Hickox of Jesup will provide the welcome, followed by remarks from breast cancer survivors Deborah Wynn and Angie Sturgill. Dr. Matthew Dixon, radiologist at Wayne Memorial Hospital, will provide the closing. Crowd will then gather outside by the fountain for a group picture and pinking of the fountain. Public invited to attend and encouraged to wear pink. And that date, Tuesday, October 22nd at 12 noon at the Jesup Depot Community Room. And that's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying a great day.